now take a decision on draft resolution.
For 33 years, the United Nations has repeatedly condemned the U.S. embargo on Cuba. This long-running economic siege goes far beyond politics. It blocks medicines, restricts food, ruins the finance, and severely undermines the Cubans' fundamental right to health. Patients are denied items like pacemakers, prosthetic valves, and advanced tools such as PET or CT scanners remain out of reach. This limits endangered lives and weakens public health. In Cuba, the embargo contributes directly to hunger. Schools and hospitals struggle to feed children, and more than a third of young kids suffer from anemia. The cost is carried by the most vulnerable. Children cut off from the nutrition they need. By freezing assets and blocking access to global banking, the embargo forces Cuba into expensive, cash-only trade. This financial isolation drives shortages of medicine and equipment, deepening the health crisis. As the United Nations Resident Coordinator noted, goods or technologies with any U.S. component are not available to Cuba. Unilateral U.S. sanctions on Cuba remain highly disputed in international law. States can use economic measures, but broad extraterritorial embargoes face real limits. First, the United Nations Charter. A sweeping embargo that aims to force policy change acts like unilateral enforcement without Security Council authorization, contrary to Article 41's collective system. Second, extraterritorially and non-intervention. The U.S. doesn't just restrict its own trade. It pressures foreign banks and companies to cut ties with Cuba. That cross-border coercion tries to shape Cuba's internal choices, making it a form of intervention. Third, human rights impacts. When sanctions block medicines, medical devices, or essential supplies, and humanitarian carve-outs don't work in practice, they hit civilians directly, undermining rights to health, food, and adequate living conditions under international law. The United Nations has repeatedly affirmed that broad unilateral embargoes are unacceptable. And now, more than ever, we need the world to act. Thanks to partners like you, communities impacted by such measures can regain access to medicine, food, and essential care. When you stand with civilians affected by sanctions, you help protect lives, strengthen dignity, and advance a more lawful and humane international order.